When your brain is waiting to render reality in HD and it has a little loading symbol and it says, please wait while existence reconnects to the server, this is exactly what derealization feels like. It feels like you slipped out of reality and you're living in a dream world. And for me and a lot of people, it's not just derealization. Also, time feels distorted. Your memory may be fragmented. You can't think. You can't concentrate. You also may be experiencing depersonalization, which is where you look at your hands and they don't feel like your own hands. You feel like your soul and body are a separate entity. That was the most terrifying for me. You may look at people and they feel like strangers. You may look in the mirror. You don't recognize your own reflection. Even your own voice sounds foreign to you. And a lot of times people are also experiencing anxiety symptoms as well, and sometimes panic attacks. And you take all of this and put it together, and your experience is just so different than whenever you were connected. And it truly feels like you've entered this hellish reality that it seems like there's no escape from. But I will tell you, I went through the symptoms 24/7 for 2 years, 5 years off and on as far as depersonalization, realization. And I've beat the symptoms and I've been symptom free for many years. I've spent the last 8 years helping thousands of people around the world. And I will tell you, these symptoms can shut off, as scary as they are. And these symptoms are not the problem, as terrifying as they are. They actually end up being a distraction. These symptoms are a defense mechanism that happen at the point of traumatic, overwhelming stress in your body and nervous system. You've probably had a pretty painful history, or maybe you just went through one singular situation that overwhelmed your nervous system. But for most of the clients that I work, it's a complex trauma situation. There's been repeated stress and adversity over a pretty long period of time, and eventually your nervous system just got overwhelmed. And because your nervous system is overwhelmed, your brain thinks that you're about to be eaten by a lion, and so it's shutting down the structures. Dr. Bessel van der Kolk calls it the Mohawk of self-awareness, that are responsible for you feeling connected to your body, self, and environment. And this is your brain trying to protect you, because if you were being eaten by a lion, it'd be a lot better to not feel it and to feel detached from your body, detached from the material world. But the problem happens whenever there is no line, which obviously there's not. You're actually objectively safe, but because there are so many sensory triggers that haven't been desensitized and other factors, your body is preparing for a threat that never comes, which is why we need to do things that show your body and nervous system that you're safe, which will indirectly get depersonalization and derealization to shut off.